Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ivana and my YouTube channel is basically about AI technology. So whether I'm talking about Midjourney or ChatGPT, I am the biggest fan of AI. So in today's video tutorial, we're going to be taking a look at how Midjourney can help us create some really stunning patterns. As you can see some here. Now I'm going to be talking about different styles of patterns that you can make, how to create them, the prompting and everything connected with that. So guys, this past month, I sort of been really focusing, well, as you know from my other previous tutorials, I've been with Midjourney now, this is the 7th month. And I've resubscribed to Midjourney earlier than I thought because I still have like a library of 50,000 images that I sort of want to at some point edit and pop on Etsy. But it's just been I just been so preoccupied with the prompting and playing with Midjourney. And of course, we are now at the version Midjourney 5.2, and this version has brought some really exciting features such as zoom out, and then panning features. But I also sort of like got to the point where I thought, well, I've already got such a massive library. If I want to edit everything that I have, it will literally last me for like a year. So I don't need to like create more images. But so I sort of like was trying to get down to the basics and really test what Midjourney can do. And especially as Midjourney is evolving and bringing out new features this month, I'm really focused on working with Midjourney on some really short prompts, but adding a style to this. Because I have realized one thing, Midjourney will evolve and it will get easier and easier for us to create unbelievably beautiful art, but the styles will not change. So we will always have the same styles, and of course, yes, we will be adding to those styles as we go along, but they are basically like a perfect tool for us to create an image that we want while keeping the basic prompt very simple. And I'll just quickly show you my library, guys. All these images that you see here, they were done with no more than 2 words. 2 words per prompt, and I just added a style. So guys, I just quickly do a really quick promotion, if I may. I mean, I've got this brand new book exactly on what I'm mentioning. So keeping the prompts very simple, but adding some awesome and cool styles to it, and getting these results. So everything that you see in this video that I'm popping the link underneath this video, it's a video 6 minutes long, over 6 minutes long. Every single image you will learn how to create. So if you love those images and want to learn how to create them, I've got my first guidebook on Etsy currently at 40% off, and it's called 16 Mind-Blowing Midjourney Styles and 750 plus prompts to create stunning AI art. But guys, every single prompt is under 3 words. So guys, this month for me is all about sort of working with Midjourney on a very short prompt, focusing on education of people because it's getting easier than ever. And as I mentioned, this is my first book out, and I'm currently working on interior design, so I'm really excited about that. Again, keeping the prompt very short, no more than 2 words. In the past, I used to believe that, like the longer the prompt, the better. I'm not doing that, but I'm simply adding styles. So that's what you will be learning in my guide, simply how to use styles. Even if you don't want to buy my book, guys, you know what, just go ahead and ask ChatGPT about the different styles, and then go and explore them, and you'll see how amazing, what amazing results you're going to be getting. So guys, today is all about patterns. We're going to be creating patterns in part 1, sorry. Yeah, this is just an intro. And if you have access to Midjourney already, come and work with me. Let's do this together so that you learn, how to do it, on hands. So guys, I will see you in a part 1, and yeah, get your Midjourney ready. Welcome back to part 1, guys, of our video tutorial on how to create seamless patterns with Midjourney. Now, I'm hoping if you are subscribed currently to Midjourney, then you are sort of going to be working with me because it's going to be quite exciting. But also for those of you who are not sort of with Midjourney yet, I just very quickly, I don't want to go into this, but I quickly show you how you become a member. Now, I am not affiliated with them in any way, trust me. I wish I was, but I'm not. But yeah, this is, you go to midjourney.com, and basically your subscriptions are here. Yeah, so you choose your plan. I normally go with the standard plan, which I pay monthly, and then sort of try to not subscribe for like a month, but This time I only lasted 2 weeks without subscription for a simple reason that I was just way too excited about these new features that Midjourney 5.2 came up with. And that's the thing, like you hear all these hello about, oh my god, such amazing features, and then you rejoin. But then if of course you would like to at least make some money back, right, from to cover your subscriptions. And that's where it gets difficult, because obviously you already, if you are like me on the seventh month with Midjourney, you already have like a massive library. My library is 50,000 images strong. I literally have a hard drive that I can't fit another image, and if I wanted to just edit that and pop it on Etsy, it would take me a year. So I really wanted to, this month I really wanted to do more with Midjourney, and perhaps create educational content and do some custom work, and also teach people how to work with Midjourney. So I'll pop link to my AI consultancy underneath this video, guys, if you do feel like you would really benefit from one-to-one sort of tutoring. I'm very, very happy to help. So guys, very importantly, you have fast hours and slow hours. Yeah, so this gives you 15 hours fast hours, and then you have unlimited relaxed generations. Now, of course, this is quite a good deal. But for example, if I want to do workshops on these, and work with someone on one-on-one, 3-hour workshop will basically literally like eat through these fast generations very quickly. So yeah, that's all I'll say on that. So guys, it depends on what you want, what your aim is with Midjourney. And I don't think you need to have everything figured out in the beginning, especially if you want to make money with it at some point. I mean, I think it's very important to just give yourself that time to play around with it, see whether you even like it, because as I said, lots of people consider this a hype. For me, I think it's quite fascinating where this is going, because I already see YouTube videos where these YouTubers are saying it's end of Etsy as we know it, because digital products are going to be phased out, because everyone is going to be able to create their own materials. I actually don't agree with it, because there are still people who prefer not to create their own digital products. But there's so many of us who are actively looking into this and pushing the boundaries of AI technology, and what you can do with Midjourney, especially in this version and obviously going forward, is amazing. As I mentioned, I'm only sort of like doing 2 to 3 words per prompt, and then I add style. So the only thing, guys, that I'm sort of changing in my prompts, and what you will find in my guidebook, is when I go to okay, so how do I go home? So when you go to home, midjourney.com, and I'll show you how to go to docs. So docs, Midjourney, and this is your guidebook here on how to use Midjourney. And if you go to user guide, and you've got the version, and you've got all the parameters. So basically you've got some little notes about Midjourney 5.2, but then everything else sort of like keeps the same. So the only thing that I'm using with my prompts these days is obviously some of the parameters. So it will be the aspect ratio. Today we're going to be playing around with square for our patterns, but I also found that aspect ratio 3.2 works really well with patterns. So this is your aspect ratio. I actually, when I have a day of creating on Midjourney, I have this open all the time so that I know what I'm creating. So today we will be focusing on 1.1 and 3.2. So this will be our aspect ratio. I haven't tested seamless patterns in these other aspect ratios, but go ahead and give it a try. I used to think that it's only one to one that creates a really beautiful patterns, but actually 3.2 is fantastic as well. Other thing that I'm using, and the only thing that I'm using, is chaos. Sometimes, I don't really try to do it as much, guys. But again, like, guys, read through this and see, like what it does, what it doesn't do. But that's another thing that I'm sort of like playing around with. And it's either style or stylize. I think it's a stylize, because one of those only goes with the raw version. So I do tend to sort of like use stylize button, but that's all, guys. And I'm using 2 to 3 words per prompt. Yeah, so this is our Midjourney guidebook. I sort of like, as you know from my other videos, I like to be very organized. So I have my little handbook open when I'm going to be creating. Currently, as I mentioned, I'm working on my interior design book. And yeah, it's really it's guys, it's so exciting. Like, I don't think artists are going to be made redundant at all. I think it's just sort of like upping a game a little bit. Is it going to remove the digital product on Etsy? No, I don't think so. If anything, it's going to push the game up, because there are always going to be artists who prefer to buy work already and create products based on that. But yeah, what it does mean is just that it really is easy to create your own artwork. And the same applies to interior design, and same applies to other areas that I'm currently exploring. Okay, guys, so some of the seamless patterns that I have on Etsy store, and these are heavily edited. As you can see, I'm even showing, so the Midjourney basically gives you master file, which I include with my listings. And then you can obviously change your patterns in Canva. Literally, you can do unlimited designs. Yeah, each sort of master file can be changed into so many different textures and images just with Canva. So literally, like, I tell you guys, if you are into selling seamless patterns on Etsy already, monthly subscription will just give you so many more materials to work with. It's just, I think it's absolutely worth it, worth the price. It's quite a hefty price. It's $36 a month, but I think it's so worth it. Yeah, so this is how I present my work. Yeah, and then this is what it looks like on Etsy. Currently, I have 40% summer off on my site, so this is how I present it. And I also like to include a bonus, so I always give 5 for free. Yeah, so 5 free seamless patterns. People love, especially people in sublimation industry, they love sort of like flowers and 3D flowers, so I've sort of been focusing on that. But guys, my library of seamless patterns is like thousands of images, and I haven't even got started on that. So because it's more exciting to create than to actually, because it's quite time consuming to do all these promotional materials. I don't just back it on Etsy and hope for sale. I actually like to put some effort in it so it looks nice. Okay, guys, so these are the tools that we need basically if we are looking to then do something with our artwork, especially seamless patterns. So this is the website that I've been mentioning in my other videos. I really don't know how to pronounce that, Pichung. But so you put your file here. You put for example, I'll show you what I did yesterday. Yeah, so you add your file, and then it basically show you whether your pattern, your file is a pattern, or whether you need to sort of like rework it. So this is fantastic. Again, guys, this is literally two words. I didn't even add anything else to it. So this is just the 2-word prompt, and how amazing it is. And all this, well, this is obviously not the pattern, but all these styles you will learn in my new book that I've included a link below. So why don't we get started? And of course, then you need a Canva, but then there's so many other tools. Canva I'm using for especially promotional materials and creating tutorials like this, and for editing the files, because obviously you'll get this raw file, and then I like to change the color and maybe sharpen it, so play around with it. I never sell files as they come, but this would be good enough to sell as it is. Guys, this is my Midjourney bot. As I said, I am currently subscribed, so I've chosen 10 styles, very simple styles, and we're going to be seeing what happens with each style and what kind of results it gives us. As I said, this month I'm focusing on a very, very short prompt, so everything that I'm doing is going to be very short. And if you want to learn more, again, that guidebook with 60 different styles that you will simply be adding at the end of your prompt is all you need to know to create really, really stunning work. So let's head over to our, so let's start with this one. So it's a psychedelic pattern. Again, psychedelic is something I'm mentioning in my guidebook a lot. And we're going to go to Midjourney. Now, if you are if you are familiar with it, you will know what to do. If not, guys, follow me. So I'm just doing this sort of like a imagine prompt, yeah. And I'm going to just copy and paste this here, psychedelic pattern. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to just do aspect ratio for this one. So I'm going to be trying and testing different ones. So let's do for this one, I'm going to do 3.2. So aspect ratio 3.2. So as you can see, I'm now talking to the bot, and I'm also going to put, which is very important, tile. Now, also another thing that you can do, you don't necessarily have to add the word pattern. It's just that I like to do it. But when you put tile at the end, that's a really strong command telling Midjourney that they should do a seamless pattern. And all we do is press enter, and that's all. And we are leaving the magic to go. Now I've got it set on fast, so I'm actually doing my fast hours in this one. So hopefully it will be quite quick. Should be under 1 minute. Yeah, it's already coming up. Let's see. So this isn't going to be square. This is going to be sort of like a computer screen size pattern. Well, the master file, I like to call it. Yeah. So all you get is a master file from Midjourney, and then you have to pop it into this program to see whether you can also do it in Canva. I will pop a link underneath this video how I do this with Canva. I've got quite a few other videos on seamless patterns and how to work with them, so I will link all those videos below. But guys, like and subscribe this video so you never miss another tutorial that I have. Okay, so 78%. I may actually have to be pausing these videos for the next ones so that I don't keep you here forever, but let's just wait this out. Oh my god, look at it, look at these colors. I didn't even add like, you know, add stunning colors. It's a psychedelic pattern, guys, and I'm just going to be putting it into my downloads. I will sort of like deal with it later. You know, I do like to have everything organized, and now I'm going to be upscaling every single one because they are just so gorgeous. Yeah, for these purposes, so I'm going to save them one by one. Yeah, so that's 2. You can rename them whatever you want. 3, and we're going to do 4. Oh, 4. Okay. So we've got our first patterns done. Now, how do we know that they are patterns? Well, we simply go here, we go to file, and we press on them. So as you can see, it's a fantastic file. All you need to do is just then press download, yeah, and it will download it to your to your downloads basically, or wherever you want it to. So this is our first pattern, seamless pattern. Excuse me. Then the second one that we created is this one. Oh, how gorgeous these are. And as you can see, guys, I only used 2 words, yeah, and aspect ratio. That's all I did. We've got some amazing stuff. Okay. Oh, of course, this is the 4 together, so you can see that's not the pattern, yeah. Um, guys, how easy was this, right? You know, I think I haven't saved one of them, but you can see it's really, really simple and easy. Now let's head over to our next one, and the next one will be, we will use the aspect ratio of a square to see how that is different, or whether that's different at all. So we've got geometric pattern. Again, guys, you may have noticed that I'm using styles already in this. At least some of them have styles, and very, very simple, beautiful results here. We don't have to overcomplicate things anymore. So imagine, and I'll just pop this in here. And because the aspect ratio is going to be 1:1, I'm going to leave it as it is. You don't have to actually specify when it's 1:1, when it's a square. So I'm just going to add tile, and I'm going to let it run, and let's see what happens, guys. So what I may do, I may actually start on a new one just to sort of like keep things rolling. So let's grab the next one. So the next one is ocean waves. Okay, let's go with that. And we're going to be using, for ocean waves, imagine, it's strange because it's fast hours, but it is taking a little while. So ocean waves, and for this one I'm going to be using aspect ratio 3.2, and I'm going to be, of course, adding tile. And guys, for some reason it's quite slow today, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pause this video and then get back to you once at least one of them is done. So see you in the next part. Guys, welcome back to part 3 of our pattern making Midjourney journey. And unfortunately, I did pick a really, really slow day for Midjourney. You know, like it really, I find the more of us enjoying the Midjourney and are exploring it, the slower it gets sometimes. You know, even when you are on fast hours, it does take a little while for it to work. So Yes, I'm back and we've got our patterns created. As you can see, what it does, it gives us 4 images in each pattern. So guys, we are going to be covering 2 more sort of like examples of patterns, but what I'll do, because this is really simple to create, what I'll do, I'll pop the remaining prompts underneath this video for you to try, and you just have a go with it. As I mentioned before, throughout this video, I'm keeping everything incredibly simple, and just sort of to show you what Midjourney does when you keep simple. Look at this. Every single image you see here was created with no more than 3 words. So whether it's a fox in the forest, and I just create a style, I have been focusing on styles, and you will find every single thing. If you want to learn how I did this, in my book that I'm popping the link underneath this video, and look at these results, guys. And what people do say, well, simplicity is the best, but sometimes you you just don't know. But these are all styles. They are styles that have been with us through generations. We just didn't know how to use them. So keep the prompt very simple. Kitchen, this is actually one word prompt for my interior design, and I just add styles again to interior design. Yeah, this is also going to be a really exciting book. Oh, well, again, I'm getting off track. Okay, so back to our Midjourney. So our prompt, ocean waves, created these kind of images. Now I know that the sort of like the basic patterns don't look like much. Basically, they are, I like to call them master files. So let's just, as you can see, the aspect ratio for this one, we did 3.2. So let's just sort of like download them one by one. Yeah, so I'm upscaling each one. And then we've got geometric patterns, where I sort of didn't specify the aspect ratio. So by default, it created squares for me. So let's have a look at these. Yeah, how amazing. Imagine these on wrapping papers. Again, like they would have so many uses. And let's also download each of them and see how they come up. So basically, guys, now I am upscaling each of my images. Of course, you don't have to do this. You can just choose which ones you like. So I'm just really just playing around with them now, and seeing what looks good. Yeah, so we're getting ocean waves. So I allowed Midjourney to create ocean waves whatever it wanted. Yeah, so I sort of like let it roll basically with its own imagination, and I think I'm very happy with the results. But of course, you can also add styles, more styles to it, because ocean waves are just what it is, ocean waves. Okay, so I'm just quickly going to do this. Master files, and then add geometric patterns. Yeah. 1, 2. Guys, if you need advice on how to keep your files organized, I will pop another video that I did on how to organize your files, your endless files. So yeah, it's very important to stay organized, guys, with Midjourney, because you just get so overwhelmed. Okay, guys, and let's just now have a look with our with our seamless texture checker. So let's start with our squares. Look at this. Yeah, perfect. Another one. Oh, another one. Next one. Oh, it's lovely. And then we have ocean waves. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Next one. Yeah, and this is how sort of you can find out whether Midjourney did a good job, or whether sometimes you forget proper prompting. So as you can see, it's giving us amazing results, guys. So as I mentioned, this is all you need to do. I will pop the prompt underneath this, each prompt underneath this video. Let's do one more, and wrap this up, because as I said, Midjourney is quite slow today. So I'm just going to do fantasy pattern. Let's see what that does. Again, I'm going to just keep it very simple. I'm not even adding a style. The only style I'm going to add is tile. So basically, just to tell the Midjourney that basically I want a seamless pattern, and let's see what it does. Hopefully, it will be quicker this time. So these remaining prompts I will pop underneath this video, so that you guys can go to town with them and really, really have fun with it. Oh my goodness, guys, today I don't know why, It's really, really slow. Usually you would start seeing it already. Okay, well, it's coming. Oh, thank God. I can close this and look at that. How gorgeous it is. Yeah, so this is my library. These are my images for interior design guidebook. Guys, if you are into interior design and you don't want to be paying people, you really will need this guide because I'm including some epic styles in that. And these are all images I created for my first book. So all these styles will be included in a book. Oh yeah, I think we've got some. Okay, so fantasy patterns, really, really lovely. Again, some interesting ideas it gave us. So I'm just going to upscale the main one, and now I'm going to be upscaling them one by one and seeing how they come up. How gorgeous are these? I can just see them doing so well on Etsy. And as you saw, guys, only 2 words created all this. Simplicity is the key. If you saw some of my prompts before, even last month, oh my goodness, like literally, even I didn't understand what that was. Okay, I think I've got 4 of them. Maybe I forgot something. I've got 3, 1, 2, 3. Which one did I forget? I think number 3 I forgot. So I should have it upscaled quickly. Oh, this is just lovely. Look at this, guys. I think this is going to be gorgeous. Okay, guys, let's start popping it into our tool. So let's start. Oh my God, now this is stunning. Look at this. Next one. Oh, yeah, just gorgeous. I would just stare at them all day. Oh, I've actually got some gold flowers as well that I've done in my previous subscription. And this last one. Okay, guys, so as you can see, you can create really, really stunning patterns. I'm going to be popping that sort of like the whole prompts underneath this video, and really that's all you need to know, guys. Again, as I mentioned, very importantly, like specify the aspect ratio. If it's 1:1 or a square, you don't need to specify, but if you want any other sort of aspect ratios on the website where I showed you, then you just pop that in, and that's all you need to do. And then other tools that I mentioned is this one. So this is the tile checker, because Midjourney will give you just the master file, and then you need to sort of upscale it and very simply download it here and then edit your files, whether you want to sharpen it. Canva has fantastic editing tools. So, and then I showed you in part 1 how I present my few tiles. I mean, I really need to get down to it, guys. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope it wasn't too long, and you know what, I would love to see what you guys create. So pop the comment underneath this video to see how you found this tutorial, or what else would be helpful to help you create fantastic tiles. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Thank you.